Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Route X Lap Attack. We've got the second Miata ready to go. I just want to double check everything in the car settings to ensure that we have what we need. And it looks like we'll set this to 50 and we'll leave this at 10. And then we should be fine. I've improved the performance points by a little bit. We got a slightly faster 0 to 25 time and 0 to 62 time. And looks like we got everything else that we need here. Alright, let's begin. Now, the reason I wanted this painted orange was to try and go for a unique version of the Miata that I only saw once like 4 years ago, and that was the 30th anniversary edition. I don't know if I got the exact shade correct, but this was the only orange that Mazda has when you go to the customization shop. You know the section of paint that you can buy. I went into the real car paint section, and there was only one orange that Mazda had, and that was the 787B orange. I'm not sure if this was what was used for the 30th anniversary edition, but looks good so far. I mean, it's not exact anyway. I couldn't find the right rims, so I just figured I'd get a random set that I thought looked cool and paint those orange. Let's take a look at the ranking board and sorry, I had to clear my throat. I just drank a Pepsi too. I don't know why my throat got that dry, but let's take a look at the ranking board and see the other cars we'll be going against. Our fastest lap time is still held by the 2014 Corvette Stingray, and the slowest is the Mazda Demio Laughing Face. I had to sell the Subaru BRZ, however, because I was doing a cop server and they kicked me out. So every time I do that, I always have to sell the car. And then, since I no longer have the car, the ranking has to go away. I wish I didn't have to do that. But you know, when I get kicked out of a cop server, it feels like the car gets either impounded or blown up or destroyed, whatever you want to call it. And I guess I'm trying to make things a little bit more realistic that way. I mean, that's why Gran Turismo was invented, you know, to have realism with all these car racing things. I'm sure I'll get another one. And we'll probably get that ranking back. I'm not going to record it, obviously, because we already saw how the BRZ did in the previous episode, but who knows? Maybe it'll be faster, maybe it'll be slower, I don't know. But for now, let's just enjoy this Miata. I probably shouldn't have bought the aerodynamic packages that I did. I mean, that usually decreases the top speed of a car. But it does help with going faster through curves. We're about to approach the hill. I was hoping we could hit 170, but I guess we'll have to wait till after we go down the other side. Already we're decreasing to 165, probably going to be a little slower. It would be unfortunate if it kept slowing down at a faster rate. Like if we went down to like 90, that would be terrible. Sounds like something the Fiat 500 would do. Like, I don't even think the original Fiat 500 can get up that hill. It has like a top speed of 30 miles an hour with 16 horsepower. It could never make it up there. Our car, right now, is just shy of 300 horsepower. I got all the modifications I could at the tuning shop. I don't remember what it was at stock, but we can always check the dealership. I actually had to buy this at the dealership. Most of the cars I've been getting are gifts. Sometimes I get them at, you know, those roulette tickets. Or if you do the campaign and you finish some of those objectives, they give you free cars. But unfortunately, this was not one of them. Still a really great car. I mean, I know it's not the fastest, but there's a reason why it's so popular. Like, this is probably one of the greatest cars Mazda's ever created. I wouldn't mind seeing something a little bit bigger and sportier. Maybe another RX-7. But that's definitely going to be next. Although I do plan on having a few other cars from different manufacturers, like the Citroen DS21, the 1958 Corvette, and a few others here and there. I definitely will get the RX-7 out there one day, and the RX-8. I'm glad they put that back. It wasn't in sport for some reason. I'm glad the RX-8's back. You can't hear the horn for some reason when you're here. I mean, you're closer to the front, and we're in a convertible. You'd think you could hear it, but I guess that's not how it works. Just trying to watch the yellow line at the bottom of the screen to see if we're going straight, and we're slightly off, like we're moving a little bit to the left, but if this is anything like sport, we might end up going towards the right again. Well, actually, I'm going to do that right now. I moved the steering wheel to the right a little bit by myself, and it looks like we finally got it straightened out. If we are moving to the right, then it's very, very unnoticeable, because I did notice the yellow line. Part of it used to be in the corner of the screen, but now it's not. I'm not too concerned about it, though. I mean, we're probably not going to have the fastest... I mean, we're not going to have the fastest lap time anyway, but I would at least like to try and beat the Demio. I'm sure we will. I mean, I don't remember the Demio's top speed being this high. Still holding on to the X button as hard as I can, and I noticed we're starting to slow down a little bit. We were 174, but now we went down to 173. Makes me wonder if we'll continue. Hey, we're back to 174. All right. I was a little concerned. I thought we were going to continue slowing down. The car's holding up all right. We're going to get towards that second curve, and we'll find out how we did soon. .76 now, even better. And we're getting closer to that finish line. We got a time of 6:30. 4? Yep. I wanted to say 3, but hey, just 1 extra second. 634.6. I'm sure we already beat the Demio, but let's double check just to be safe. And we did. Although the only downside with this is that we are the second slowest car at 18th, and the 89 Miata was somehow faster. And of course the Firebird's still above us, but we're going to try out the 1958 Corvette next, and that's also going to be orange. I'll explain more about that when I drive it in the next episode. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.